city of spectacle and grandeur, the biggest show in town right now is right here, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. We're through the bye weeks and into the race for the postseason. Week 15 is underway on EA Sports. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. Right to the air is Herbert. It's caught. This is LAC. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield stripe. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
Dan, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Not the way you want to start your game, but the pick was dropped, so the opening drive continuing now with second down. Herbert from the gun. Catch made left side by McConkey. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. If you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Home to try.
It's Herbert once more. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 6.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Chargers.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Herbert throwing again. And that one's complete. Amari on Hampton. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. Second down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. They kick the running back in motion. It's Hampton on second. He has room past the 25. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Kappa. Taylor tight.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. This is to Harris, working the outside. And they take her out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
It's a gain of 6.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal.
Lion.
Slot man motioned over. Now run with Hampton. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Chargers finish up an excellent opening series. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point.
Cameron Dicker for the extra point.
The point after splits the upright. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Chargers 7, Raiders nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Pass caught by Jack Besh. Tackles made just beyond midfield at the 48. A pickup of 17. And that's a Vegas first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
First carry here for Ashton Genty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
This is Genty on second. On the move, past the 40. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run. But he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for first and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, go.
Looking on first down. Got a man, it's Dante Thornton Jr. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Trying to throw this from the gun. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is first and goal.
19, Tiger, 9.
Here's Genty. It's a gain of 1 on first and goal. Now it's going to be second and 5.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone.
Poker 19, Panther 60, Panther 60.
A give hit. He gets crushed behind the line and the ball comes out. And the Chargers think they have it, and they do. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. And he's going to have this up just a little bit shy of the 20. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers a 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear a lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Hampton gets it from the pistol. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Jacoby Dean in on the tackle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll air it out on 3rd. Finds him over the middle. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
At their own 38-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. A lot of mess on the move here. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders reach pay dirt for the 1st time this game. Brock Bowers the touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olson would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end, and I think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns, too, just like he showed off.
On the return, here comes Davis. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. A quick slant. Here's McConkey. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. It's the end of the 1st in this AFC West showdown. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They've got a first to begin the fray. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest. This contest, and I love them taking a shot, Cade. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip your cap. They played that ball better than he could.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. From the pistol, it's Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. Kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Herbert to throw once more. And that's a win for the pass rush. Shit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out, how in the heck do we turn this around?
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10.
Here we go. 19 Tigers. Check go.
First play is going to be again to Genty. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
Here we go, 70 Lions.
He's going to throw it. Short pass brought in. Tackle made right around the 26. So 20 yards on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
60 by 6.
Genty from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Now looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. That finds Besh, complete. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Shotgun give here to Jensen. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's a body conduct. Runner gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Third and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete from the contact.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
And as this hits and heads out, we wait for the mark, but it should be right on the 20. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10.
Lion.
On the counter, it's Hampton. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Out of the option, he's going to keep it going right. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Draw play here, Hampton. This is close, but it looks like they got the stop in time. Yep, marked at the 40, and that brings up 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third and a lone yard coming up. They'll try to run it with Harris. Trying to get this one outside, Brock, but he did not make it. They stopped him right at the line of scrimmage. He's short. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Secures this at the 17. He gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19. Take over.
They'll come out throwing. That's complete to Bowers outright. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Vegas first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And off to Jency. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Another give here to Jency. A lot of space ahead. At the 20. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders take a 2nd-quarter lead. This is the continuation of one of the greatest scoring seasons in recent memory, Brock. For the first time since 2006, we've got a running back who's reached 20 touchdowns in a single season. Patterson takes on the extra point. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7.
14. Chargers 7.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. On the return, here comes Davis. Oh, and he eats the hit to bring it into that, right near the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Brought in by Ganson. And he's tackled for a short gain.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
It'll be 2nd and 7 on the other side. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Allegiant Stadium coming up. Second down now, they need 7. Hampton gets it out of the zone read. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Going to the ground again on first. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line. His defense all over this one.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, hey, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Running back sent in motion left. Here's Herbert. Going with a screen to Hampton. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Third down, and they need to get 10. Throw here, 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Punting unit out now. And they could really use a good one here. Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Douglas's pass.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Third down from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Still sticking with the passing game. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chargers might be able to get some points late after the interception.
Well, that defense got a little something extra after the pick, and any return is normally a product of good coaching. They drill this all the time on the practice field. about becoming a runner, finding the near sideline, your defensive players becoming blockers. And I know it doesn't show up as a ton of return yards on the stat sheet, but boy, every yard's important and critical in the game of football.
First and 10, Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He beams one deep right side. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. Third down coming up.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
Okay,
A
ready?
good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped it incomplete on first down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
QB keeps a second down option. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Here's first and 10 from the 47. Straight ahead with Genty. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Smith on first down. Got a man, Bowers has it. And this one does not go far.
There's no question, Kate, with the big plays down the seam or big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it's good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this second down. Give up the guts. It's Genty. They push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
to the air on 3rd and long. We've got a screen to the running back. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
To Israel Abela-Kanda.
Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try.
It's 4th
This
down.
42 yards from the right hash. Coming off the edge, and it's blocked. Now this is picked up inside the 35.
This block right here, it's a product of preparation, effort, and determination. They attacked the soft spot in the line, and one of them was able to will his way through and get to the kick in time. Well done.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. Shotgun give to Hampton. And he did his part, partner. Got him 8 yards. Sets up 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Running behind center with Harris. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down. So out now comes the punter. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Brings it in at the 12. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Giving this to Genty. And also Rager just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Look to throw. Man downfield, and he finds Besh. Hits the 20. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a 13-point lead. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part in passing.
Wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. On return, here comes Davis. He's stopped on the run back of the 27.
Darius Davis on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. That's caught left side by Harris. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Out of the gun, here's Hampton. And he gets him around 6 there. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Herbert from the gun. Gets this one against him. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Herbert gonna tuck and run. And they'll start some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, QB keeper, it gets 0.
Raiders with an extra DB out there, 3rd down.
Lion. Hey, ram.
3rd and long, they're gonna throw. That's caught for the first. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Herbert on 1st down. He's got it in the red zone. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. If you route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
14. To kick off for the
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 72.
The give here to Genty. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. As for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
1st down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Hawk 70.
He takes off with it. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be third down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On third down, Genty. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be fourth and short. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. He fields it cleanly. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
L.A. bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. Hampton now up the middle. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Nickel set here from the Raiders. Third down. And they just get the play off. Finds a man right side. He's got the first down grab and still going. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. So we're through 3 here. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Here's first and 10 from the 47.
Set.
Play action now for Herbert. He puts some juice on it deep. Brought in inside the 20. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Brought in. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First and goal. They've got 4 chances to tie this one up. Now Herbert again. Near the goal line. Touchdown, L.A. The Chargers come through to tie it in the 4th. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
One touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field, knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10.
Let's go now. Hiking 18. Check up.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
New set of downs from 37. Back to pass on first and 10. This one finds Thornton. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Ready.
Genty on the draw. And this is going backwards. The defense all over that draw, and they're going to lose yards. Third down coming up. I think they might have taken that first down for granted there, Brock, and now their punishment is they got to figure out third down.
Yeah, a little bit of questioning, some mind games now, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't that work out? Can we trust to run it here on third down? Not a gigantic call, but one that certainly creates a lot of confusion.
Panther 60.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's going to be 4th and short. Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10. Man in motion out of the slot. Here's Hampton to open the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Set. Captain.
Again, it's Hampton. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Raiders with an extra DB out there. 3rd down.
Set. Delta. Set.
Throw here. 3rd down. He gets rocked and the ball is out. This is going to be Raiders football.
You know what's separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
Go! Cougar 19.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Throwing the out route complete. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense set up for first and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down.
Well, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go.
Ready? Count 60. Go. Check go.
Working inside the red zone. Hauled in, again it's Bowers. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a fourth-quarter lead. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Has it at the 2. And he can't take the completion across. Defense on him fast and bringing him down to deny the 2-point conversion. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. That's Harris on the right side. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. First and 10. Here's Herbert. Completed to his running back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things. Separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet. But let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Herbert from the gun. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Defense couldn't hang on to the interception. Can they make a stand here on 3rd and short? McConkey. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. It's a gain of 4 there.
4 yards.
And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Ball still on that 20. It's 2nd and 10. Herbert to throw once more. Going with a screen to Hampton. He's able to get this down to the 13. We've got whistles and a timeout call by the defense. 2:07 left to play.
It's a gain of 8.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Herbert throwing again. Has it in close. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Fullback trying to power it across. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Hampton. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's a gain of 2, and that's going to bring up 4th and goal.
Well, these are the moments I just live for up in the booth, man. What are you going to do as a play caller? You're going to go for it now? You're going to try to slam it in? Well, if so, you better get a whole lot more movement than he did right there.
Their hand is forced here. They've got to get this. They're down 5. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers have taken the lead late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Receiver in motion, going left. And he's into the end zone, so that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this 4th quarter.
Raiders 26. Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Abanikanda on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Here he is to throw. Forced out to his right. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
He'll look to throw it. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Looking to throw it. Another drop. The last two plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable in an incomplete.
Well, they were lucky to survive that dropped interception, but the game's still on the line here. This is fourth down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
Desperation time here. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Hampton. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
So the Chargers take this one on the road. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happens over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense,